What's up? Today's Tuesday training tip of the week is going to be a full workout that we're going to do with the stability ball. I think this is one of the best pieces of equipment that you can use. Today we're going to use it without any other equipment. There's a lot of times that we use dumbbells with it, but today we're going to do all body weight. So we're going to start with two variations of push-ups. The first variation of push-up is going to help with stability. We can come down, controlling our chest, and then press all the way up, down, and back up. You can also do this from your knees, or you can even move it against the wall to create just one stability to the right and the left, so it's not rolling away from you. Okay, so there's a number of ways you can do that. You can also make it more difficult from a regular push-up by putting your feet here. You come down and do a push-up and back up, and then you can really get fancy if you wanted to on single leg. So there's a lot of different push-ups that you can do with this, okay? The next thing that we're gonna do with this is we're gonna modify some squats. So we're gonna try not to flip the switch of the light on and off. But from here, I can work on my squat mobility and my range of motion by sitting down. Now I'm holding a good position. This is closer to a real squat rather than getting my feet way out in front of my hips. I want them to be directly under my knees. Work on pushing those knees forward. My chest is gonna come forward just a little bit, and then I stand back up. It's gonna be great for mobility. Another exercise that you can do with this, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging, is gonna be a Bulgarian Split-Squat. So foot on the top. Now with this, I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back into that lunge, and then stand back up. Push into that lunge and lose my balance, and stand back up. But that's the great thing about that, is you're gonna improve your mobility as you go about it. Another two for the lower body. Two of my favorite for the lower body is gonna be leg curls. So keeping the hips up nice and high, I'm gonna press my heels into the ball, drag it in. I always wanna make sure my hips get higher, so I keep that emphasis on my hamstrings as opposed to here where my hips start to drop, okay? So one thing I always do is push hard into the ball, lifting the hips up nice and high, and then back out. Now the second one is leg extensions. This is great for the inner thighs. What we want to do is make sure that we're squeezing with our feet, okay? So our knees are a little bit wider, so you can see here, I'm not collapsed in. I'm squeezing, my feet are nice and wide compared to my knees, and then I'm going to push my heels to the ceiling and back down. Push the heels to the ceiling and back down. So we got a push-up, a couple of variations. We got a couple of variations of lower body, and then three of my favorite core exercises. First one, ball crunch. From here, I'm gonna open up around the ball. I get great extension, and then I just squeeze. Trying not to roll the ball. I'm opening up, and I'm just contracting that midsection nice and tight, and open back up. Next is gonna be Russian twist. My ball and shoulders are on the ball. I'm gonna rotate here, back to the middle, and back to the middle. What I wanna imagine is with my right shoulder, I'm gonna push the ball to the left wall, and that helps me move and pivot and stay on top. Final one could be done two different ways. My favorite is right here, squeezing the glutes, pinch those heels together, and back down. Squeeze, pinch those heels together, and back down. You could also post your feet and do a regular back extension. So that's some real great workout to hit the full body just using a stability ball, which is very cheap to pick up at a Walmart or Target, or most of you have them at home. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's. We'll see you next week with the training tip of the week on Tuesday.